Over the past several months, Her
updates
Interactive has been
regarding
revealing all the various characters who will appear in Midnight in Salem.
In Salem.
But when I logged on, it said Her Interactive
Her
was saved.
Interactive.
Midnight in Salem.
Midnight in Salem.
Join me on my next adventure.
I don't know, is any of that useful at all?
What's up, guys? My name's Hugh Miller, and I don't really know where to begin. Actually, I'm gonna begin the video by saying this video is one of the few videos to be scripted. I mean, this might be the second video I've written a script for. It might be the first. I don't know. It might be the first. I don't know. I don't keep track of that stuff. There's gonna be a lot of improv. Like, this whole beginning part is pretty much scripted. Believe it or not, it sounds unscripted, but it's scripted. There will be a lot of improv and a lot of acting, but for the most part, this video is scripted. Anyways, holy crap! So much has happened over the past few days. It's unreal. I'm sorry I could go over all this as it was happening. I was right in the middle of a film school crisis myself. I was directing and being the first assistant director on 2 short films. And so I was dealing with that, and as all this was going down in the ND community, I couldn't do it. However, I was following closely, I was on my phone most of the time, just refreshing Reddit and Twitter and all that stuff, and Facebook, and yeah, so I was following really closely with the goings on. At first I felt shocked and disappointed at the way Her Interactive handled the pre-order situation. I was surprised. As many of you might know, I've been a huge supporter of Mid and Her and everything they've been doing, like since the day that I started playing these games, especially in the last 4 years. I know a lot of people have been like not really on board with Her Interactive and what they've been doing. They had a lot of changes, obviously. Not a lot of great stuff has happened, but I've been a huge supporter. And there have been very few moments where I've had distrust towards the company. October 1st was the day that I lost and gained a lot of love, trust, and respect for Her Interactive. I mean, that's the day that I was shaking my head. Yeah, I'll shake my head every once in a while, but I mean, I was shaking my head that day. I couldn't believe how poorly things were handled. Anyways, this video is a difficult one for me to make in the sense that there are some things I can't talk about in this video that supports other things that I will be saying. I really hope I can talk about it in the future, but as of right now, I won't be. Now, just to be clear, what I'm referring to is nothing that Her Interactive has secretly told me. I don't have any special link or special ties with the company. I'm just a fan. They haven't even told me not to talk about it. It's just something that I'm choosing not to talk about at the moment, just out of respect for the company, because I still do respect them, and I think respect is the highest form of appreciation, or I don't know, the highest thing you can give somebody or a group of people, and so that's what I'm choosing to do. On September 30th, I made a video. I pre-made a video. I never pre-make videos. I make videos, raids are happening, but I'm like, I'll be at school, won't have time to make a video, so I pre-made. Oh my word, it's October 1st. Let's start the pre-orders. I made a video and I set it to automatically release in the morning of October 1st. And of course, that morning I had people texting me saying, when did the pre-orders start? And I'm just like, frick, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning, I think is what I read, or said, or something. And yeah, so the video was published, people were seeing it, they were watching it and liking it, and it was good, there were like some views on it, so things are going well. All of a sudden, people are texting me saying, look at this, it's been pushed back again. So, I mean, thankfully it's only been 2 weeks this time, but yeah, I mean, right away I took down the video as soon as I could, just so I wouldn't confuse people. And Her Interactive published they did an October letter for the fans, sort of explaining what's going on. So I'm just going to read that for you now. Dear Nancy Drew fans, we wanted you to be the first to know that our game, Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem, will now release on Tuesday, December 3rd, and pre-orders will begin on Tuesday, October 15th. During our internal and external testing of Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem, we received tremendous feedback on the game, but to fully evaluate these valuable fan insights and implement any changes, we have decided to delay the release of the new title by 2 weeks. We value the trust our fans place in us, and you are always our top priority. We want to thank you for your patience and understanding. In the meantime, please enjoy today's teaser and further reveals this week. Sincerely, Penny Milliken. So the original pre-order date was supposed to be October 1st, as I'm sure you guys know and are PO'd about, and the original release date was supposed to be November 19th, 2019. They've now pushed it back 2 weeks to December 3rd for the official release date and October 15th for the pre-order date. I had, when this news came out, and I still have a lot of problems with the fact that they pushed back the pre-order dates. I'm fine with the fact they pushed back the release date. I'll talk about why I'm fine with that in just a second here. But the fact that they pushed back the pre-order date by 2 weeks doesn't make sense at all. And the fact that they announced the change the morning everyone was excited and ready to pre-order, I mean, what were they thinking? Like, everyone's all excited. They're all ready to pre-order. And then they just drop this bombshell that you can't pre-order for another 2 weeks. I don't get why they wouldn't just open the pre-orders, then have 2 more weeks of pre-order time. I don't understand why that was the choice that was made. It didn't do Her Interactive any good. In fact, it caused a huge uproar in the community. Little Jackalope explained the situation better on the ASB. I'll read you what she wrote here. She writes, Dear Detectives, pre-orders and the official release date for Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem has been pushed out, but only by 2 weeks. Read our official letter here and remark your calendars for October 15th to pre-order and December 3rd to release date. Creating a new game on a new engine with a new user interface, new inventory, new animations, new puzzles, new navigation, and more, this delay makes the most sense from our standing. I personally agree. I do think it makes sense for them to push the release date back. Mid is looking terrific, but there are a lot of things to polish and perfect to ensure a great playing experience. We don't want the game crashing, or broken logic, leaving you wondering what to do, or characters to say something that you haven't asked them about yet. And we want you to be able to finish the game without getting blocked from accomplishing the next task on your task list. So does that mean the task list is confirmed to be in Midnight in Salem? I hope so. We do apologize for the extended wait, but I can honestly say this one is worth it. This one is the one that is worth it. I can't read and I can't speak tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Today. Here are a few quick FAQs. For those of you guys that really don't know much, FAQ stands for Frequently Asked Questions. These are a few FAQs, not all of them, obviously. The first one is pre-ordering will open at 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific time on October 15th, 2019. So just keep that in mind. 11 a.m., so not at midnight, 12:01 in the morning. 11 a.m. Pacific time on October 15th, 2019. Oh, I'm going to burp here. Excuse me. There will be a PC digital download, Mac digital download, PC physical copy, and Mac physical copy to choose from. If you pre-order a digital copy, you may download your game on December 3rd, 2019. If you pre-order a physical copy, we will ship them out on December 3rd in the order that people placed the orders. So in the past, they actually ship them out earlier than the release date. My guess is they're doing this just to sort of get a bit more time to finish the game. And people are still, I've seen people, get upset about this, but personally, I think it's alright. I don't really care. There is no bonus edition for Midnight in Salem. That was implied earlier, but it's official now. There's no bonus edition, not happening. Physical copies for this game will only be available at herinteractive.com. It will not be in retail stores like Target, Best Buy, or Walmart. So they used to do that in the past where they had a physical copy that was sent out to stores. Not anymore. There is a limited run of 10,000 physical copies total, and once they are gone, no more will be made. I don't know how many they made in the past, but 10,000 is not a lot. I can tell you right now that when they made the Vampire Diaries back in 1996, they only made 5,000 copies. So 10,000 copies isn't a lot. I suggest buying one if you want a physical copy of the game. All Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem games purchased at herinteractive.com will receive a free digital strategy guide, just like the past one, so there will be an official strategy guide, that's confirmed. We will not need 4 years to build the new games after mid, it will be sooner. So, there you go. I mean, that's not a surprise. I really hope things get sorted out. They just don't say how long it'll take. I mean, no one knows, obviously, but it won't be 4 years, so that's good. And they are planning more games, that's also confirmed. We will have a big prize pack, which can be won by a randomly selected winner from everyone who pre-orders. Stay tuned for details. So I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to... They say a big prize pack. It could be all the games. It could be all the games and strategy guides. It could be some stuff from the merch store. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But you got to pre-order in order to be eligible to win the prize pack. We still have some 3D environments and more 3D characters to show off in the coming weeks. Also, please enjoy this bonus teaser trailer. We will have a bigger official trailer later. Of course. Brilliant. And I'm going to go over this whole teaser trailer real soon here. Note the part with the line, "I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something," is the new voice of Nancy, which was the same voice actress at the end of Sea of Darkness where it teases mid, "Join me in my next adventure." So, in other words, they somehow... Okay, this I gotta tell you this because I think this is hilarious. At the time that the original mid teaser was made and recorded and everything, the voice actress for Nancy, who did the teaser trailer, she was 4 years younger. 4 years have passed since they recorded that line, so I don't know what she's going to sound like now. She might, I don't know, maybe it was worth it to keep Lonnie and not this new person. In other words, they need time to finish the game. Thankfully, 2 weeks is all they need, but the game still isn't done. Now, going back to the teaser trailer here, when I first watched it, I was quite unimpressed, actually. I wasn't blown away by any means. it was just kind of lame when I first watched it. But I went back and watched it a few more times the next day, October 2nd, and my opinion on the trailer improved. I personally thought it was better, and I thought there was more going on. So before I talk about it, I'm just going to play you the trailer, just in case you haven't seen it already, and then I'll talk about it. Just keep in mind that I don't own the trailer. Her Interactive never sent it to me. I have it. I downloaded it, and then we're just going to talk about it. Here we go.
The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem. Do you believe in ghosts?
Nancy, so glad you're here.
I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
Alright, now that you've seen it, probably again, unless this is your first time, I'm going to tear it apart frame by frame. So this is what I do every time I go and watch a movie. I watch it, and then I finish it, and then I just rip it apart. And that's what I'm going to do with the trailer. So just prepare for that. I'm going to start off by saying that even though it's a teaser trailer, it still looks unfinished. How? Man. I mean, some of the past teaser trailers, such as the old mid trailer, the C trailer, these are the teaser trailers I'm talking about here. Mid, C, Lie, Med, Goth, Spy, they all look significantly better than this. Whatever, nothing we can do about it, it's just the way it is. It's just surprising to me that it looks like the unfinished renders we've been getting for a few weeks now. Anyways, diving into the trailer, this first scene looks alright. It looks alright. We got a few buildings in the background and sort of going on behind the graveyard there, and nothing too special, and there's also a couple lamps going on, which, look alright, but yeah, that's the first shot. Oh yeah, before I forget, Her Interactive said in a comment in the teaser trailer that they posted on YouTube that the voices we hear in the trailer are Olivia Ravencroft, Lauren Holt, Frank Hardy, and Nancy Drew, and that we hear them in that order. So we first hear Olivia, then Lauren, then Frank, then Nancy. So the voices that we hear are also the official voices for each of the mentioned characters. This first shot that we have here, that we just saw, features Olivia saying, "The dark is the unknown." Since she runs her paranormal tour guides, it would make sense for her to say this. It's possible we could be getting ready to go on a tour guide, which is when she'd be saying this to us, but I don't know, just have to wait and see. This next shot features Olivia saying, "A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light." I'm thinking she's still on her ghost tours spiel as she says that. In regards to visuals in this scene, we're still in the graveyard, but this time we're heading towards town. And oh my gosh, look at that plant! Wow, 10 out of 10. It looks so realistic. I literally cannot wait for this game to come out. Alright, now we're at the statue that was shown in the early concept render that was released last week. You'll probably see it on screen now. In this clip, Olivia says, "Usually when you least expect it." Not gonna lie, I'm getting some Stranger Things Upside Down vibes from her whole plane of existence thing. Now check out this dramatic cut the editor did. Alright, we're gonna go this frame by frame. Alright, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Man, that was lovely, wasn't it? Jeez, I'm going to film school right now, so I can't comment anything good about that edit at all. Alright, now this next shot is cool. The camera is slowly moving towards the Hathorn house after it's partially burnt down. So this is after the fire. And again, this was shown in a render a couple weeks ago, so it's nothing new. But in the render, it was burning, and then, yeah, that's it. Anyways, we cut to a shot of the house burning. I thought it was kind of cool that we just going along, and this is they show it after the fire, and then they go right back to before the fire. I thought that was pretty cool. I find it funny, actually, that the cinematic of the burning house looks worse than the unfinished render that was released. Am I the only one that thinks that the unfinished render looks better than the teaser trailer? Maybe? I don't know. The next shot features Olivia saying, "That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem." Oh, dude, when I first heard that, I cringed so hard. I was like, oh my gosh. Why'd I have to put the title of the game right there? She says it over a terrible looking shot of the town at night. It looks unfinished and too clean and empty. I mean, like, just the lighting looks off. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it. I also get that they're trying to emphasize like a curfew of sorts when they say don't be out past midnight in Salem, and there's like no one here, no cars, but this is a little too empty, a little too clean. Not a big fan of it. Boom! Shot of a clock face with intense music! This next scene features some pretty cool stuff. We got the town at night again, but instead of Olivia speaking, Lauren Holt is saying her line. She says, "Do you believe in ghosts?" Not gonna lie, actually, I really like her voice actress. She sounds pretty good. Alright, now check this out. In the background of this scene, we have two characters interacting. If you zoom in on it, it actually looks a bit like Deirdre and possibly Olivia speaking. Based on what they're wearing, that's who it looks like. And I'll have the concept art up here to show you, or just to prove myself here. If that's the case, then Deirdre actually looks very similar to the way she does in Alibi and Ashes, which is kind of interesting. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what she looks like when the game finally releases. Boom! Another intense clock shot. Okay, I love this scene. I love this. This whole scene here is really good. It contains a lot of great stuff. We're going to go through everything, alright? Firstly, we have a first glance at the new cursor style for the game. So, it's not a big deal, but it is the blandest, most boring cursor style we've ever had. I mean, I'll show you later in the trailer what I'm talking about, but this is boring. It's just white. All the other ones were like cool, had like a cool style, and this is just boring. Oh man. We've also got our first look at one of the puzzles for the game. It's a very simple maze puzzle. I'm gonna burp again here. Oh, maybe not. Nope, we're good. It's just a get the cube from point A to point B style puzzle, so nothing too special or drastic. In this scene, we also hear the voice of Frank Hardy. Alright, now just listen to this again, and tell me this is not Jonah von Spreeken's voice. So Jonah did the original voice did the voice of Frank for the past, I don't know, like 17 games. Yeah, it sounds exactly like him. Let me know what you think about this. Just take a listen to this.
Nancy, so glad you're here.
Like, holy crap, this is so exciting that they brought Jonah back to play Frank, if that's the case. I mean, no one else could do it, and I think Her Interactive knows that. Just a smart move to bring Jonah back in general. All that excitement aside, there's a lot to look at on the desk itself. Got a fancy looking design on the backing of the desk, or the headboard thing, whatever you want to call it. And probably made around the time of the Witch Trials of Salem. I mean, you've got some priest-looking characters there, and yeah, it looks old, it looks cool. They did a good job on modeling that. There's also something on the desk that looks like it could be a sort of booklet or pamphlet or something that we can read, a little square or rectangle there. It could be nothing, but it could be a clue. We don't know, because most games have something on the desk that you just can't look at, so that could be what this is. Going to the drawers now. After the drawer has been opened after you solve the puzzle, there's something inside. I can't quite tell what it is. I've looked at it for quite a while, but it could be a book with a fancy lock on it, or some sort of electric device on top of a book, or I don't know. I've got no idea. At this point, the resolution in the trailer is just too low to get any real idea of what it is. So I think we just gotta wait to see what's going on. I think we also got a preview of the new inventory design for the game. Notice how these 6 squares don't move as the camera zooms out from the puzzle. I've got a feeling it's kind of going to be similar to the Minecraft interface. We can sort of switch back and forth between inventory items and choose which one you want. But yeah, if this is it, these 6 squares, then we've got a really, really minimalistic, or in the words of Carl Pilkington, minimalistic design. But yeah, that's sort of it for this shot. There's some bookshelves on the right there that have collapsed. I saw someone saying that it could be bars or a bed or something, but I'm pretty sure it's just bookshelves that have collapsed. Boom! We got one more final clock shot! Alright, this next scene has a few things to check out as well. First off, this device that Nancy's holding looks like something from Jovic Tech that has been used in past games. Similar to the whatever Nancy uses in Ghost of Thornton Hall to find the most ghost activity, where the ghosts are having a party. Yeah, it looks like they've sort of modeled it off that a bit. I've got a feeling, based on how we zoom in to the device, this game might navigate similar to Myst. If you have ever played Myst, you'll know that you can sort of move around in weird little transitional style movements. However, I think it's just way too slow for a modern game. But I also heard on Facebook, I'll show the picture of it now, Her Interactive said that this will be a point-and-click game, but you can also use a game controller for it. So that's cool. I'm totally going to be plugging in my Xbox controller to play Nancy Drew. But I'm really curious if they're going to have more play styles than just using a controller and maybe keyboard and mouse and point and click and all that stuff. For those of you guys that have played Miss Clue Addicts of Pemberley, you'll notice, or you might remember, that there were 3 different movement styles in that game. I love it if Mid gave us more than one movement style, and obviously that's what it seems like, but nothing has been visually confirmed yet. It's just been in text, so we'll have to see what happens here. We also got to look at the default cursor for the game. Once again, this is the most boring thing to look at. But notice how it's not a magnifying glass. all the past games have had a magnifying glass as the default cursor. This is just a pointer. What is going on? Why is there no magnifying glass? This is not Nancy Drew. Please, Her Interactive, please tell me that it's going to be updated to a magnifying glass. That's all I ask for. Even in the dossiers, it was a magnifying glass. So, come on, gotta give us something. We also get to hear more of Nancy's new voice in this clip. I've already said what she says earlier in this video, so it's, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I actually am starting to like her voice actress more. It's definitely not Lonnie by any means, but I sure don't hate it. You know, it's quite the opposite actually. I quite enjoy it. I think it's gonna do well. Next shot after that whole bit there is just sort of a camera flying through the forest. All right. The next shot has some cool stuff in it as well. We get a look at another puzzle for the game. It's some sort of spinning puzzle. Gotta probably match the right side with the left, so that's an alright puzzle. But look in the corner. There's a cut off image of select and drag. So obviously it's just sort of explaining how to do the puzzle, just a bit of a tooltip. But the shot has clearly been zoomed in to possibly hide the user interface or something, but the shot has been zoomed in to cut off the rest of the tooltip. So yeah, I'm curious what the full shot actually looks like. The next shot is the camera flying up the stairs of the Hathorn house, so nothing to see here. That's nothing that's useful, at least. The next shot features some sort of mystical puzzle or thing. I don't know, it looks like the holocrons from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, so I don't know what's going on here. But it's pretty rare for a Nancy Drew game to have actual magic like this, or I don't know, so I'm gonna call it actual magic. It's not normal for these games. I'm really curious about what this puzzle is and what it's for. It's got to be located in a basement or cellar or something underground based on the look of the walls. They're just sort of bulging out in brick and rock and all that stuff. So we'll have to see. But I also just gotta say, these graphics are so disappointing. They look terrible and have such a low resolution. I'm surprised they didn't choose something higher res or anything. I don't think it costs more to get a higher res graphic, but whatever. Alright, this final scene is such a brilliant send-off. Oh, I smile every time I watch it because it's so funny. Alright, look at this girl. Look at this frame. Dude, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Oh man, can we please start turning this image into a meme? It's the funniest thing. I mean, okay, so I kid you not, she visually reminds me of Val from Outlast 2. You'll see an image of her or a little cutscene of her on screen. But oh, it's such a funny image. What a funny looking dude. Anyways, the final shot, second to final shot, is this new logo animation and new logo style. It looks kind of cool, but it doesn't fit Nancy Drew. If you threw that logo on the CW show or on one of the movies, I'd be alright. I don't like it for the video game. It doesn't fit. I like the silhouette. I think it looks cool, but I wish they would I hope they will use the logo style they used for Sea of Darkness, because that was just good. They would have only used that logo style only for Sea of Darkness if this is the case, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. See what happens with the cover art, which, by the way, we haven't gotten a cover art yet. And holy crap, look how terrible these friggin' titles and dates and letters and all this stuff are. I mean, geez, the bevel on the text is almost no, wait, it is gross. It's disgusting, actually. Same with the yellow color they use. Oh, nasty. Anyways, what are you gonna do about it? But that's it for the trailer. That was a lot of information for me to throw at you guys. This is a long video, but I did ask on Twitter. I said, should I make 2 shorter videos, one with a trailer breakdown and one with my thoughts, or do I do one long video? And people said one long video, and so that's what you're getting. Whether you watch it all or not, I don't care. This is going to be a long video. This is a long video, and there's nothing you can do about it. I can try and edit it down, but what am I going to do? Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, I'm quite proud, because it's just long. I got some questions for you guys. What do you guys think of everything that's transpired? I've read a lot of comments and a lot of posts of people being really upset, but what do you guys think of it all? I would love to hear it on my channel. I want to hear what you have to say about it all to me. And did this video change your opinion about the situation at all? Did it like make things better for you? Did it not do anything? Were you just more PO'd because I'm optimistic? I'd love to know what you guys think, if this video changed your opinion about anything at all. Because yeah, I know a lot of people are angry and won't and say they're not going to be pre-ordering the game and don't trust her anymore. But as a fan, I just want to say you shouldn't give up hope yet. And oh man, I am still upset with how Her Interactive handled everything, because it didn't seem right. It wasn't professional. Just to build everyone's hype up, and then the morning of pre-orders just say, not happening. Gotta wait 2 weeks. That's just, you just don't do that. I'm sorry, but you just don't do that. Yeah, like they've made multiple mistakes. They've made multiple mistakes when it comes to handling situations and releasing information and trying to convey information to the community. But I think they realize that. I think they understand that they've made these mistakes, and I think they understand that it wasn't right. And I mean, I know they still just did it like a few days ago, like 3 days ago, but they're doing it for us. They're pushing the release date back for us. They're not pushing it back to make us mad. They're pushing it back so that we can have a better game. That's all they want. They're not trying to make us mad. They're trying to give us a better game, a better gameplay experience, something that'll actually play and run just because they care. They could just say, all right, here's the game, it's unfinished, but whatever. They could do that, but they're not. They're trying to make it the best game it can be with the resources they have. And you gotta give them some props for that. Because I think it's great. I am totally on board, totally okay with it. I'm just hoping the game doesn't suck. I'm starting to get some good feelings about the game based on this trailer and what I've been hearing and seeing from the game. And I truly do believe that Her Interactive just wants the best for the game and for the fans. And people may say otherwise, but I personally believe it's what they want. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been such a crazy long video. It was way longer than I hoped it would be. But I feel the things that I said needed to be said amongst the flood of negativity, and I just needed to get it out there and off my chest. I've been really wanting to make this video for a while, or ever since the pre-orders were kiboshed and the trailer came out, and yeah, I've been really wanting to make this video, so I feel like this is kind of the video that I want to make. I'm looking forward to Mid coming out, and I hope that in time you will too, if you aren't already looking forward to it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching, for supporting, for listening, hopefully listening and not just hearing stuff and letting it pass through your head and sticking with your opinion. I hope you listen and just understand where I'm coming from and know that it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day.